Video 18. Time Travel Part 2. We have two main objectives in this video. 1. How the array map method works. 2. Show a list of past moves in the game. Since we are recording the tic-tac-toe game's history, we can now display it to the player as a list of past moves. To render multiple items in React, we can use an array of React elements. We know that JavaScript arrays have a map method. This method performs a specified function on each element of an array, outputting the result to a new array. Let's show an example of the array map method. Say we have an array of 3 numbers, which we will print to the console. We can apply the map method to the numbers array. The map method takes a transforming function as its parameter. For example, the transforming function could be a simple function that doubles the input value, and outputs the result. With the map method on the numbers array, the transforming function is called on each element of the array, and outputs a new array. We will assign the output array to a variable. We will print the doubled array to the console. You can see that we have doubled each value of the numbers array. Generally, we write the transforming function inline as an anonymous function, rather than referring to a named function. We can now delete our named transform function. Now, the transforming function within the map method can actually take a second parameter. The second parameter is the index of the element within the array. Let's give an example where we output the value of the array index in the transforming function. We will assign the resulting array to a variable called indexes, and we will print it to console. You can see that just the index values of the numbers array are output. Now, we can remove these examples. Using the map method, we can map our history of moves to React elements representing buttons on the screen. We will assign the result of mapping over history to a variable called moves, and render it under the status text. The rendered button is too small, so let's change its font size in index.css. Let's test out the mapping of history moves to buttons in our browser. The buttons are now big enough. However, they are too close to each other. We will render the buttons in an ordered list, wrapped as list items. Then, we can give the list items some padding. Now, let's go back to index.js. Wrap the button in a list item. Now, wrap the rendered moves in an ordered list. Let's see how it looks in the browser. Let's show the move number in the button. We can make use of the index parameter in the map method. We will add a description string variable, showing the index of the move. We can see how it looks in the browser. Instead of the first button showing go to move number 0, it would be better to display, go to game start. Since the index number 0 becomes false when cast to a boolean, we can use a ternary expression to achieve this. Let's see how it looks in the browser. To summarize, we explained how the array map method works. This enabled us to show past moves in the game as buttons labeled with their index number. In the next video, we will explain why it is important to add a unique key to list elements in React.